Okay, hello everyone. My name is Zaydi Luciano, and this is so hard for me.
In the right place. I hope I am.
Should we wait?
Why did they have, we don't hear over there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. The person that I interviewed is Sachs, and she is from Poland, and she is the only survivor out of. I'm sorry.
Stop it.
She's the only survivor out of her 8 siblings and her parents. And it's so hard for me because I myself have a big family and I don't know who I would be if I didn't have them in my life. And I'm sorry. I learned so much from this internship. With Dr. Flug and Ayala Tamir, and it was a great experience to learn so much and take so much out of it, and especially with her interview because she is so strong. And Dr. Flug once said that she is the toughest woman he ever met, and it's so difficult to see people suffer. And I think that in this world there is a lot of hate, but there also is a lot of love. And it takes so much for a person to survive from so much pain and so much hurt with no one in the world left. And I thank Sally because she taught me to never complain about your problems, because there is nothing worse than having nobody and nothing left. And whatever you do in your life, you need to do it with love. And it doesn't matter what color, what race, what is their history, because we are all human, and humankind is full of it's full of flaws, but flaws is part of our beauty, and we need to embrace it and not hate it, because there's always room for change, and knowledge is power, and that is what we need in this world. And it starts with education in our children and within ourselves too, just to see others the way we want to be seen, because that is what we all want. That is what we have in common, and sometimes we don't see that. We just think of ourselves, and we are very selfish. But I think that it starts with us. It doesn't matter if it's a small change. It should just start with something small, because something small to you might be something enormous to somebody else. Whether it is a smile for you to put on their face, it can make their day. You don't know if you can make their life with a hug, with something that they need. And I just think that this is a great experience, and I will definitely take a lot from you, Sally.
Thank you.
And I don't know, it's so much I wanted to say, but I just thank you a lot. And Dr.
I thank you that you came to my house and you listened to me.
Thank you. Do you want to say anything? Do you want to tell them anything?
What should I say? Well, she said, it's very hard for me. I have 2 daughters, 5 grandchildren. I'm going to start up. I have a family. But it's still, I live with the past. They say it's 60 years, whatever, forget. As long as I'm going to live, I'll never forget. I go to sleep with my 8 sisters and brothers, and I get up. In my heart, in my soul, in my life, they live. They all live. I see them little, 3 years, 6 years, 9 years, 10 and 18 years. I see it's so long after the war. We build a new life, but it's still there. I cannot forget. It's that, as you say, forget all these years. I will never forget, and I will never forgive. And I said, I will not forgive what they did to me personally, because I am alive. They cannot forgive them. I'm alive. And I think and I talk for 9 children, for 9 souls, for little ones. And what did they do? Because they were children. I see them in the wagens. I see them choke. I see my mother by the cathedral, how she hold 2 kids, and she went to her death. And she looked at me the last time, and I cannot forget. I can't. I try. It's so many years. But, life is, I don't know, should I say selfish? It draws you to life. And I do have 5 grandchildren and 2 wonderful daughters. They both are professionals. And that's my reward, is my daughters. If I'm going into my life, what I went through in Poland, ammunition factory. We washed the shelves when they came back from the front. I worked in the thing 12 hours a day in the water. And that's what I suffer today. I'm all over arthritis. And what I'm going to say, and then I went to Ravensbrück. That was a dead, you smelled the corpses, you smelled all over, the smell from human body. I'm not going to go in what was in the camps, what we did. There's no work. They just put us from this side to the other side. The woman came out, the SS, with the dogs, 5 o'clock in the morning with screaming. And we were partly naked. We had nothing on it. No underwear, nothing, hunger. We had so much hunger all around. It's like I said, if I can sit a whole day and talk about my past, and it's a very bad past, it's a bitter past, and I live with it. As long as my eyes will open, I cannot forget, and I cannot forgive. If I can talk and talk and talk, I can talk,
I think as we move on to the next pair, you have a question. Sally, the only way you should look at it, that Hitler has won.
Excuse me?
You should look at it, that Hitler did not win. You have children, grandchildren. It goes
I
on.
have a lot for my yes.
Try to think
but still in me. They were here once. They were alive. They weren't sick. They were doing. My sister was 23. My brother was 19. The kids were smaller and smaller. They existed. They were human bodies. How can I forget? I can't forget. What should I do? I can't.
Tell your grandchildren.
Excuse me?
Got to tell your grandchildren about it, wherever you can.
Yeah, I have really a lot of good things for my grandchildren. They're all educated and they're good to me. They're very close to me. There is not such a closeness what I have from my grandchildren.
Fine, but there are many families where they won't talk.
I know that. That I know.
They won't talk about it.
But still, it's a hole in my heart. They were here. They were alive. I cannot forget them.
I think, and I don't want to cut you off because I know that this is an emotional experience for everyone, for different reasons and in different ways, whether you are a survivor or a younger generation, or whether you're directly or indirectly related. And this is it's evident, and we know that this is an emotional and difficult experience to talk through, to remember again, as most of you do every day, every moment, or then to be told this story for the first time or for the second time and find ways to relate to it. Those are difficult memories. However you want to think about it, it ends up being difficult and sad and hard. And I think part of this internship program is to find ways to move forward. Our generation, the younger generation, you, Zaydi, and Annette, and Sabrina, you're all here for a reason, and each of you will find that reason for yourselves, and you'll define that for yourselves. But we don't just remember the Holocaust to remember it. There are hate crimes happening all around the world today, and how do we move forward? How do we become, activists? How do we speak up? And what have we learned? Really, what have we learned? These are the questions. So I want to move forward to the next to the next pair, and we'll have some time at the end to again open it up a little bit for discussion. Thank you. Sure. Zaydi.
Content.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your name. What was the seed that was planted in you to do this discovery with such compassion?
Just to try to make a change in somebody else's life besides myself. Because everybody needs a little bit of help, and if I can help somebody in some way, that's a change right there, and that's moving forward. That's what I want.
Credit to you and your family.
Thank you.
Content.
I'm gonna put it here.